support Mr. Pig, then you have to change your color to red. If you want to support innovation, change it to blue. Just change your chat color thingy in there.
I really like this guy's name in chat. He's called Guy in chat. Hello, Guy in chat. Who we got, Duckville? Who we got in this game?
Well, down at the bottom left-hand side, probably a little bit more secure from an 11-11 this time, but we'll see how it goes. From Team Exile 5, it is Pig.
And it's a lot harder to cheese on this map for this guy up here in the top right. He is blue, he is Terran, he's from Team Acer, he is Innovation.
Indeed. Alright, we've got a... well, this will be interesting to see how Pig wants to play this out. So, we move to Innovation, Fenner. Let's just... what?
Innovation gets the HUD seal of approval from HUD.
Of course. Well, good to see you there, Hut. Thank you for teaching him how to do a little bit of 11-11. But let's... Alright, so you lose game 1 to 11-11. We go to Whirlwind. As we've both sort of pointed out, a very secure map from Cheese, generally speaking. Do you just sort of go back to normal play and just, you know, sort of play it out standard? Or do you sort of maybe keep an eye out for something that could be a little bit crazy? Or, sorry, do you play safe in terms of your build order?
I think on this map, generally people are just going to play their build out without scouting. If he's not willing to scout on Polar Knight, he's probably not going to scout on Whirlwind, because there's going to be no 2-Rex on this map generally. You can 2-Rex on this map, but it's a very, very rare. Like, you'd have to put it at the middle of the map, and it's so far away that it's going to be a lot weaker than it was on Polar Knight, for example. And you could go for like a Reaper, I guess, but Reapers aren't the best on this map. There's only one entrance into the natural and things like that. So generally this is just not a map for Cheese, and as you can see, Innovation throwing down that high ground CC, and he's just going to be looking to get his economy up straight away, and Pig is probably going to look to do the same. And as you can see, he's sending out another drone. Is that going to be for a third hatch? I think it is.
I hope so. Yeah, there it is. So he's going to go for a very economic play. We've been seeing Pig do this quite a lot as of late, particularly in I think in ZVT I've seen him do it just a little bit more than ZVP, but loving to pick up the very fast third base as quickly as he can, and we'll see if that is going to give him that economic boost that he needs to be able to contest with, obviously, Innovation, one of the strongest Terran players in the world, or if you know, he can be able to bring something else down. We'll see.
Yeah, and Innovation going to move over to this third base now, and probably going to find that hatchery and realize that this is a macro game now. And we'll see how Innovation reacts to that. Probably going to throw down a CC. Actually, he's picked up the gas, so it's going to be that 530 CC that I talked about, and then probably just going to rally Marine Mine across the map. He could go for some kind of 2-base pressure, but on Whirlwind, it's just a huge map. I don't really expect it.
Interesting to see that that SCV didn't actually scout out the third base just as of yet, but of course because of the pool timing, he's going to see that and say, "Wow, that's only just finishing now." Well, man, it's the 4:20 mark. That's a little bit later than normal, so he'll be able to just double check the third base. We'll probably see this SCV have a quick scout across, or in fact, no, he's just going to let it go. So he's confident in his abilities, of course. And now, you know, you've got to keep in mind that Innovation is already doing a little bit of economic cheese himself in that regard with his CC first. But we can see that he is going to follow it up with some very standard play. Reactor going down on the racks, the factory also coming through. So we are just going to move into very, very normal sorts of stuff here in game number 2.
Yeah, and Innovation just being an absolute boss this year. Probably the best player this work is this year. He's at the top of the WCS rankings, and as you can see, he's going to throw down that third CC right on 530. And yeah, he's going to be looking to do that 1130 Marine Mine rally across the map. And it's all going to come down to Pig's creep spread. He needs good creep spread. So as you can see, he's picking up an extra 2 queens right now. They're going to be great for spreading his creep. And if you can get good creep spread and keep it up throughout the game, that's where you really win those engagements. Because if you take the engagements on creep, they go so much better. But if Innovation keep the creep back, then the engagements for Innovation are going to be a lot better for him. But I'm sure a player like PiG can keep his creep spread up. I think we saw against Innovation, he had really, really good creeps. Against MVP, he had really, really good creep spread.
Yeah, it was very high quality stuff there. Like I mean, a lot of people talk about Scarlet when Scarlet's doing her creep spread, and it's just absolutely immaculate. Gets across the map in like 10 minutes. But PiG is definitely reaching that level with his creep spread. I think it was certainly getting there in his game against San that we just saw before on Akelon Waste, but it did get knocked around a little bit by San. But we'll see how effective he's going to be with it this time. The Hellions there from Innovation, just having a quick look through, they do confirm that third base is up and kicking. The 4 Hellions are going to just probably just roam around for the moment. There are going to be an extra pair just coming across too, but they just want to try and keep some of these creep spread back. As we can see, PiG starting to link up his third base just across to the side, going to start pushing it in towards the middle of the map as well, just giving him the ability to have not only the vision but also that mobility of the Zerglings and some of those earlier units that he decides to go for.
And yeah, and this greedy 3-hatch for PiG really paying off, but has he been too greedy? The Hellions are coming in right now, but Innovation sees the Queens and he decides to go back. I think if he went all the way in, he could have possibly got a couple of drone kills there. This is so greedy from PiG. He's already saturated his third base up to 16 drones at 8 minutes on the clock. That layers on the way. And Innovation looking to go into natural with these Hellions. He sees the Slowlings. Will he go for it? If you see Slowlings, you probably want to go for some damage, but Innovation just playing it super safe, just looking to deny this creep a bit. He doesn't want to dive in and just throw away his Hellions. This is kind of his playstyle. He just keeps everything alive until he starts getting that Marine Mine Medivac rally going.
Yeah, it's just going to be very powerful here from Innovation once he gets to that point. His third base has now been established. We can see that he will continue to grow that SCV count up to 48 at the moment. Obviously a lot of mules dropping down, bringing in that extra dosh, and now we can see that the racks do start to get thrown down. An extra 2 on the way. We've got the eBay's researching +1 to weapons and armor as well, and Innovation is starting to just prepare. We're waiting for that 11 minutes, as Fenner mentioned before, waiting for that 11-minute timing when things start to get very hectic. But PiG, he's not going to have a bar of it. He's now got his 4th base up and running. We've got, well, just about up and running, 67 drones around for the Australian Zerg at the moment, and his creep spread is still continuing to push out.
Yeah, the drone in for PiG is crazy right now. He's still getting more drones. Looks like he wants to drone up his 4th base a bit before producing any units. The Spire's on the way now, so we know what unit composition he's going to go for. It's going to be that Mutiling Bane composition, which is so popular right now. And PiG's creep spread is starting to look really nice. There's been no denial from Innovation yet. He has seen it, but he hasn't wasted any scans on it. He's just waiting. He's saving all of his resources to go into those Marines, so we can just have a really strong push. But I think the creep spread is going to be really good for PiG. I think it's going to slow him down a lot. I think he should definitely look to denying it a bit with those Hellions. PiG, look at this. So many drones already. He's picking up that gas at the 4th base. 71 drones before producing any real amount of units. And here comes the Lingbane from PiG. 2-2 on the way before the Muses as well. So he's going to have a really nice ground army going. And there comes the push from Innovation. 11 minutes on the clock. He's looking to deny a couple of creep tumors. And he's going to deny all the creep actually at the front here. Not messing about.
Yeah, we can see that Innovation now pushing across, lots of Lings just off to the side, trying to get a good surround. The Banelings now coming through the middle as well. Hellions, they're trying to fend off the Lings, but the Lings get a beautiful surround, and PiG has every single unit surrounded just about. The medevacs up in the air are needed to pull the units away. The Marines, the only survivors of that fight, and they will jet forward towards the third base, but how much damage will they get done? PiG with his Lings are already in position. He'll need to drop some off to get prepared for this, but already has prepared inside the main base, and Innovation is going to have a very hard time getting some damage done here. So that is just an excellent amount of work done. But Innovation, of course, never one to cease the attack, cease the macro or anything like that. Pushes into the 4th base, takes down some drones. Looks like these Lings will go down as well. The 1-1, all those Marines just doing so much work, and they will evacuate for now. But PiG has got his mutas out, so we'll see how effective these drops can be here. But Innovation, his macro, just incredible. Look at this back at home, so many racks, lots of winter mines already pumping out. 2-2 over halfway done now as well.
Yeah, now the Musa's out, he can deal with those drops a lot better, and Innovation's probably just going to go for direct engagements from this point on. There is a lot of creep out for PiG still, and that's really, really nice for him. Innovation's going to have to use a couple of scans if he wants to get rid of that. It's still being pushed forward on the right and the left. It's already quite far up in the middle. As you can see, he's got a burrow right in the middle of the map here on Whirlwind, which is a huge map. He doesn't want to step onto that creep and take a bad engagement. 2-2 is going to finish up for PiG soon as well, so that'll work out really well for him if he gets an engagement around this time. And we're just going to look for a bit of a... It's just going to be a bit of a waiting game until PiG decides to engage here or Innovation. Here he goes, he's going to take down the creep. He actually missed the tumor that was... He's spreading the creep there at the top, so that's going to be able to spread even more creep. And this is pretty nice for PiG. But definitely still no major damage done by either player. This game can still go either way.
Yeah, things looking pretty decent. I mean, I really love how, in quite a lot of his matchups, PiG's always very careful with his defense, always making sure he has lots of things prepared. But as you can see, the Widow Mines forced to unburrow for the moment. Do they have their drilling claws? Yes, they do, so they can burrow very quickly here. PiG trying to snipe a couple down. Unfortunately, not able to. Innovation is going to continue to move forwards. We can see that he is going to take down a lot of that creep. There are so many Marines out at the moment. PiG up to 200 supply. He's got Lings and Banes going to crash through the top of the ramp, running all the way down, but some massive Widowmine hits. The Banelings actually taking out quite a lot of the Widowmines there as well. A few more will survive, and PiG is able to decimate the units on the ground, and I think that he has had a really, really nice engagement there. Still sitting up at 188 supply.
Amazing engagement from PiG. He's looking so much supply right now, moving forward, trying to take down these Widowmines, but the rally coming from Innovation. So much bank for PiG as well. He's looking so good in this game. He's got 1.8k bank with 183 supply against 150 of Innovation. If he can keep these good engagements up, he's in a really good position to take this game down. The Widowmines are moving away from Innovation, and PiG's moving across the map. Can he pick off those Manivacs? Is he going to go all the way across the map and try and force the issue here? Innovation moving a couple of units across the top of the map, going to look to put some pressure on that fourth base, but PiG looking great, and is re-spreading that creep as well. That is amazing. That is beautiful from PiG. Just keeping that creep going, it helps so much in engagements.
Yeah, really good to see that. Like, a lot of the time you see sort of some players, when that kind of happens, once the creep spread starts to be knocked back, they just sort of say, alright, well, that's that done for the moment, so can't be bothered fixing that up. But PiG, diligent with the creep spread, is going to continue to throw down a whole bunch of tumors through the middle of the map. They're going to throw out that extra little bit of creep spread, and as you can see, PiG is now moving down towards the 6 o'clock base, where he's going to take his 5th and will continue to boost up his economy.
Yeah, no, it's going to get a bit passive for a bit, because I don't think Innovation's going to want to move out until he's got that 3-3. It is on the way now. It's about 60 seconds off, so about another minute, but PiG might decide to move across the map with his 200-200 army here. He's picking up the Hive, though, so we'll see what he goes for. He might go for Ultras. Ultras are generally the choice for Zerg players at the minute. I do like going straight into Broodlords as well, and I know PiG's talked about going straight into Broodlords as well, but I'm not sure what he favours at the minute. Broodlord's definitely the more rarer choice to go straight off. Ultra's definitely the more common choice, and Innovation picking up that 4th base now, sending out a drop as well, but that's probably going to get seen by the Overlord here, which is pooping some creep on that base.
And not only that, but might even get intercepted by the Mutas here, forced to activate that afterburners, but PiG is now trying to crash through in towards the 3rd base of Innovation. Some of the Lings do make it inside. Of course, these Lings do have 2-2 on their upgrades, and the Mutas are able to snipe down a couple of units, but a Medevac does sneak its way down towards the bottom side of the map. But PiG, ever prepared, Lings and Banes do knock down the rest of the Marines that are there, and Innovation is, well, that harassment is not going to get a huge amount done, while PiG is slowly picking away some of these SCVs at this base. There is not a huge amount of workers killed in this game across the board, but both of these guys have been very diligent with being careful with a lot of their units. But as I say that Link still continues to pick away at some of the SCVs in Innovation's 3rd.
Yeah, Ultralisk Cavern is coming down for PiG, so he's opting for the Ultralisk, but this is a big push from Innovation now. 3-3 is out. PiG's going in now. This is a lot of Lings and Banelings. The Widowmines are burrowed. It looks like PiG might be able to break through this army. This is a huge engagement for PiG. The Medivacs are retreating. Innovation is running away from PiG right now, and the Ultralisk Cavern is finishing up. There's a drop at the bottom of the map as well, which is going to do quite a bit of damage. There's no units down there for Pig. There's 2 drops on the top left, but Pig's going to find those with his Mutalisk and get 2 free medivacs right there. But this drop at the bottom is doing quite a bit of damage. The units are going to turn up now, though, and Innovation is in the middle of the map. He's looking to deny a bit of that creep, and all the creep tumors... Actually, still 1 creep tumor survives for Pig. The creep spread for Pig is absolutely phenomenal in this game, DUCKVILLE.
Yeah, he's just been on the ball every single time, just re-spreading. As soon as he loses some of it, we'll probably see him bring a queen out. I believe there's still a few queens. Yeah, 3 queens are still out and operational. Maybe we'll see the queen count increase. There it is, 2 more on the production tab right now. But Innovation, he's struggling to keep this creep back. And here we go, the Banelings now rolling across the creep spread. And that is a great engagement, but unfortunately, there is just not enough to continue on with the fight. Innovation's macro just kicking in right now. He's 3-3. He's got +2 on the armor of those Widow Mines as well, which keeps them alive just a little bit longer, depending on the fight. But as we can see, Innovation has just decided it is go time. Evacuation from Pig.
Wow.
The drone's trying to escape as best as they can, but the drone count now down to 66, where it once was up at somewhere around 80 before. One of the Ultras actually just struggling through the fight there. Pig does lose his 3rd base, but I mean, he's still got a couple of extras. The Muta's in the middle of the map, continuing to snipe off some of the stragglers, but Pig, how is he going to deal with this big push? So many Marines, so many medevacs as well. That is an insane medevac count, and it looks as if Innovation is going to clean out some of these extra bases.
This is insane. I thought Pig was in such a great position, but now Innovation's looking great. Pig is coming in now with a couple of Ultras and a lot of Banelings. The Mutalisk going to work on those medivacs. The Banelings are rolling in. He goes for the pickup. He gets a couple of Marines out, but now the Mutalisk is going to be able to work on these medivacs. That's a lot of medivacs. He's going to get another 4 now. Two of the medivacs that had units in did escape. Nice control by
split.
Innovation, but now it's 151 supplied, 126. Both players have 3-3. Pig needs to look at getting up at 3rd base because Innovation is on 4th base. Sorry, Innovation's on 4 bases, and Pig is going to start struggling with the macro. But he is pushing the issue right now with all of these Mutalisks and the Ultras as well. He doesn't have many Banelings with this force though, but it looks like he will be able to take down his command center. Really nice from Pig, and now Innovation is put back onto 3 base. If Pig can secure a 4th base, he's going to be in a good situation.
Yeah, as we can see, the Lings and the Mutas still continuing to roam about the map. Innovation, that double drop that we saw split off with some beautiful micro, is still causing havoc down on the southern side of the map. The Lings now coming through. It looks like the Marines will be taken out, and so are those medevacs, and that is a little bit annoying there for Innovation. But as we can see, a small cluster of Marines is now making its way forwards towards the 4th base, or I suppose now the 3rd base of Pig, but Ultras and Lings are able to clean it up, and the upgrades looking good for both players. 5-3 on those Ultras, as Fenner mentioned, the 3-3 on the Zerglings on the ground. The Mutas have got +2 on their attack themselves, which is pretty decent, but as we sort of mentioned, I think, Pig definitely needs to set up a 4th, possibly even if he can somehow sort of ninja a 5th base up, then he can put himself in a beautiful position. As Innovation, he's starting to mine out. His natural is gone, the main base is gone, but he still has an extremely powerful Terran force of Marines and mines.
Yeah, and Pig's actually starting to mix in a couple of Ultralists now. He's still got some decent creep spread on the map. Would be nice to see even more. Actually, he's still got active tumors on the map. He's moving into this 4th base right now. He's going to get a couple of SCVs, takes down that center tower, and now he can move into the main base. Not many turrets here. Picks off 2 turrets right there. Now he's going to be able to retreat. That's a lot of Mutalisks that he's kept alive. Just shows how good Pig is. 25 minutes into the game, and he's still got a full Mutalisk flock right there. 25 Mutalisks, and a couple of Ultras sat in the middle of the map. He's going to go back in for the Ras here. Just keeping Innovation back at his home whilst he saturates his 4th base. Really nice play from Pig. And once those infestors get out with the Ultras, he's going to be able to lock down that bio army, and he's going to be able to get some really good engagements with Banelings and Ultralists onto that.
Yeah, one thing we can see that Pig has started to slow down with his creep spread just a little bit. It still is pushing out like a ridiculous amount through the middle of the map, but it is not actually spreading any further. So we'll keep an eye on that. Of course, we can see the Pig is starting to add in more Banelings. Those infestors now starting to come out. We'll see if they can add in a few really good fungals. But here's 4th and running. We've got a lot of drones here. We'll need to see some gas coming in. Also picking up a 5th down at the 6 o'clock, and that has just finished up. Meaning that he'll have a really nice economy, but he needs to be careful. Just a single Marine comes across to the 4th base, but the Mutas are still roaming around, getting all sorts of damage done.
Yeah, this game's gonna, I think it's very, very even right now. I'm not sure which way it's gonna go. We've got a couple of Ultralists moving up to this planetary fortress. Can he take it down? Innovation's army's miles away, and he's got a couple of infestors here as well. Those Pig units are way out of position. Innovation could chase them down. He's not actually going to lose the planetary. Great repair there. And the Museless are just sat here ready. Whoa, so many Widow Mines. There's like 16 Widow Mines sat right there. And it's going to be hard to take down any base for Pig right now. It looks like Innovation just wants to sit on the defensive for a while whilst he builds up his army again.
Does have a small attack coming down to the 6 o'clock base of Pig right now, though, so he is... I think he'll certainly put some damage into that, but does lose all the Marines and the medevac that was there. So supplies at the moment, pretty much even, maxed down for both players, and now Innovation has decided it is go time. We have a huge count of Widow Mines just roaming through the middle of the map. It looks as if Innovation wants to cut down on his opponent's income. If he can take down this 4th base that we've been speaking of before, then that really puts a dent in Pig's chances of being able to finish up this game.
Needs to put those drones really quickly. They are running, but a lot of them are going to get picked off there. Actually, he does manage to escape with quite a lot of them, and he can move those to the bottom of the map where he does have a fresh expansion. And now he's going to be looking for great fungals on this army. Innovation stacked up a bit now. Can he get the fungals? The Ultralisk going in. Loads of Widow Mines. There's the burrow. The Ultra is coming in. This is a big engagement for Pig. He's taking down a lot of units. But the Widow Mines just clear up a lot of those Ultras, and now the Infestor's got to retreat. But massive bank for Pig. He remakes 6 Ultralisks right there. Another fungal goes down, and the Widow Mines need to reload before they can do more damage. He's going to move across to this base on the right where he's doing a lot of damage. Can he take down this command center? He's going to take down the bunker that's behind it, and he's going to move across with these Investors and Museless as well. He's still got so many Museless alive. Great play by Pig throughout this game, and he's looking in a great position now. He's got 6 more Ultras on the way. He's got a big bank. He's at 200 supply against 150.
Yeah, nice, pretty decent bank right now, up to 1,000, but of course, you know, these Ultras very costly. The Widow Mines are still active here for Innovation. He's got a lot of them available to him right now, still sitting at around about 10. Some Lings, Corruptors, and more, a couple more of those big Hive units, like the Ultralisks and the Infestors coming out right now for Pig. But for Innovation, he's struggling to bring that money in. He's certainly got a lot of gas, which is always quite nice to have, but when you need the minerals to be able to restock your forces, then it can be a little bit of a troublesome moment. But Pig, he's forced to head back home. He's got to re-rally all of his units together. The drones forced to move about constantly, and as we can see, Innovation is able to stifle the economy of Pig for a little bit here, and that certainly helps him out in the long run.
Yeah, I think losing that base there, Pig, was a big hit to Pig, as Innovation's still got 2 mining bases up. He's thrown down a bunch of mules at the top as well. So losing that base is pretty huge. Basically, Pig's on 1 base economy right now. He's at 200, but Innovation's going to catch up. He's going to get to 200 himself and start building up a bank. We have got Broodlords on the way now, so if he can save this base, but it looks like Pig going to sacrifice this base as well. He doesn't have much mining right now. He's going to be looking for good engagements with these Infestors, with the Ultras, with the Broodlords. It's definitely possible.
Yeah, really intrigued to see how these Broodlords are going to go in these fights. Of course, if you can get them into range, and if there are some good fungals on top of things like the Marines and those sorts of things, then Broodlords are really, really helpful, because those Broodlings draw the fire of those Widow Mines. So it can be quite handy to have them in the fights, but Pig, as we've mentioned, is sort of struggling at the moment for his economy right now. He's sitting on 57 drones, Innovation on 37 of his own SCVs, but here we go. A big battle in the middle. This could decide the game right here, right now. Big fungal on the bottom side, but it doesn't get too much done. Another big one in the middle, the Widow Mines from Innovation. Where are they? Now they finally come into the fight. Broodlords are firing down their Broodlings, and Pig is coming out on top of this fight for the moment. Innovation trying to start a step backwards. The Mutalisks still doing what they can up in the air, and the Broodlords will be able to throw down the rest of the Broodlings there, and I think that was a pretty damn decent fight for Pig, considering what he had.
Yeah, this game is so tight, but Pig really needs to push the issue right now. He's got basically 0 mining right now. He's got that 1 base going, but he is moving those Ultralisks across to the top base, and he's going to work on those SCVs. The Broodlords are here, but they're going to get picked off by the Marines. Museless going to come in to try and defend, but there's no Banelings around. I think the Broodlords are going to get picked off. He's going to clean up this base at the top. Great control on the Broodlords, though, but he does need some ground army there to help deal with the Marines, and all the SCVs do get picked off at the top, but now the Broodlords are going to go down, and that's what we're really winning him these engagements throughout the game. How many SCVs have we got for Innovation now? We've got 13 SCVs, but we've got 60 drones for Pig, but there's just no bases up. So the army supply for Innovation right now is huge.
Yeah, I think Pig's done a really good job of also cutting down Innovation's economy. As we can see, the top base has been lifted up and there's now creep blocking that. And Ultralisk almost took out the orbital command that was on the right side of the map. But Pig, of course, he is struggling to get his own economy back up and running. We've basically got only one base mining across on the left side, and now as the Ultralisk slowly start to fall in the middle, a little bit of an unfortunate moment for that one there. But Pig, he's basically sitting on this small cluster of units. A few banelings, a few mutas, a single Ultralisk that is here, and a whole bunch of lings. But can he actually save the day here? It looks like the lings are going to try and go around the side, but I don't know, man. I think that Innovation, if he can secure this base once again, he might be able to finish this one up.
Yeah, Pig's going to move into the middle of the map now, going to work on a couple of his barracks. It's not too big. He might get that command center, actually. That would be pretty nice. That's less mules for Innovation. But Pig wants to get out of there right now. He needs to play defensive. I don't think he can engage this army without Broodlords. He just needs something to deal with those Widow Mines. There's only one Ultralisk, and now Innovation's going to chase him down. He's going for the kill. Is Pig going to engage? He has way too many units for Innovation. Them Useless are going in. The Widow Mine's going to do loads of damage, and this might be the end for Pig. Down, lots of supply right now. The Oldham Useless finally going down as well. And GG, well played from Pig. What a great game.
GG, well played, too good, says Pig. So